Yes, good morning and welcome to my talk from Agile to Adaptive, how an invitation-based change model rocks your transformation. Somebody is coming with this red form here, and this is a typical framework or a method, and is implementing it by the book. And you see, typically you lose so much potential because you're just doing it like everyone does it, okay? And then you have situation number 2. You're a lucky organization and you have some system thinkers in your implementation team, in your transformation team. And this, just to remind you, this is the comparison of the idea. But at the end of the day, what does the activation process different? Let's start with the very beginning. I always say we want that our people fall already in love with the problem, okay? It's kind of magic because if you involve the people early in the problem analyzing phase, you create a lot of buy-in or ownership, how we call it in the Agile world, usually. And the difference is you create ownership not just for a small piece of a product, you create ownership for their own framework, for their own work environment, for their own processes, so for the overall topics. And by inviting the people, we take care that the people are engaged and concerned by the topic. So you just have people in this activation process who really want to solve a problem they are concerned of, okay? You can imagine that the engagement is quite different from other situations where people want to sell something to the people. It's quite different from hierarchical and democratic practices. You know, somehow it's in between. You know, we are working with a group, but it's not democratic. So we don't need a majority because majorities make it very, very slow. But on the other hand, it's not a typical hierarchical decision where 1, 2, or 3 people are calling the shots. It's somewhere in between. It's still very quick, but it involves the people, but just the people who are involved, who want to be involved and who are engaged at the end of the day. These are a couple of examples which problems were solved with the activation process. We mentioned that structures, business model, process adjustments, also layoff situations. So crisis is actually a very good starting point for an activation process. Home office agreements and so on. And on the left side, you see clients working with that, and it's also not limited to any industry, but I think that's clear anyway. Creating ownership for a product feature is nice, but creating ownership beyond the team level for structures, business models, and strategy is just magic. And yes, that was it from my side. Thank you so much. Thank you for your attention.